All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Guitar Phil, and I'm here to tell you about the IK Multimedia Brown Sound 82-84 collection. Now, they came out with the 78-79 collection, and then they came out with the 80-81 collection, and the one they most recently came out with last week was the 82-84 collection. The Brown Sound, for anybody who doesn't know, is the sound that's basically the tone that they named with Eddie Van Halen when he was making his first records in the early 80s with the group Van Halen. It's that sound of a Marshall plexi that's being pushed, little modifications that help to give it that sound, one of which was to add a variac to push more voltage through the amp or starve the amp of voltage to give it what we consider the Brown sound. All right, so here we are now with the 82-84 collection. Diver Down was the 82 album, and that wasn't really a super popular album. The 82 is where the Van Halen sound changed, because Fair Warning was 81, and then 82, they did Diver Down, and it really did change the sound a whole lot. So the sound became more focused, it became more processed, and it actually got a little less distorted, and it became the sound that everyone knew Van Halen for. I think for a couple reasons. Panama was such a huge song. Of course, Jump was gigantic. Those are both from the album 1984. Hot for Teacher was a huge song. What really put Van Halen on the map was 1982's Beat It. Michael Jackson's Beat It. Quincy Jones produced Beat It. That put Eddie Van Halen in the zeitgeist consciousness of the entire world. I actually like the 82-84 sounds the best. To me, they're really focused. They have a lot of beautiful EQ processing to them. They got a little bit of compression to them. They are sweeter. They're a little more articulate. You can hear more string-to-string definition. I love them all. I think they're all absolutely fantastic. But to me, the 82-84 collection is like chef's kiss, because you can use it in so many situations. I tend to find that the 82-84 collection has a little bit more sittability in a mix that may not be a rock and roll mix or a pop metal mix or a big 80s rock mix. What I've got going on with mine, I've just put some delay on it. The room delay from TONEX, and then I've got the digital delay with the feedback. So the feedback's at about 20, the time is about 270 or was it 370, and the mix, what did I say? Mix is about at 37, and that's on the digital delay. And then the reverb is just the room reverb. Time is straight up and down. There's no pre-delay. The color's up and down. The mix is about 28, 29. That's all I got going on. Nothing else. And it just provides a really cool sound. I love the sound of this. Let's start at 82. High rank, 68 volt. This is, by the way, this is my Novo Mirrors J, my custom design. We kind of put this color together, and it has some Van Halen-ish vibes to it. So let's use that. But yeah, that's the guitar we're using, and we're going straight into the Axe IO, and I'm using the TONEX right in my Mac. This is Good Times, and that was from the 82 collection, by the way, the high rank. Good Times, 73 volt, left, right, upper, mid. Sounds great, right? High rank, 68 volt, low, mid, push. Yeah, yeah, it's just got a really cool sound. Good times, 73 left and right sec. I don't know what that stands for, but yeah. High rank, 68 volt, mid forward. There's a lot of articulation and sustain in there. Yeah, so one of the really cool things about the 82-84 collection is they gathered the amps a little bit differently. They used less songs, so to speak, but what they did was they took a lot of different snapshots of sounds. So what's really cool is they've got like a room tone, they've got a left and right tone, they got a raw tone, they got alternate tones, along with the different voltages from the Variac. So there's a lot of things happening in the 82 and the 84. So you've got all these different snapshots, and I believe part of it was to allow it to be layered, so you could put it all together, full spectrum. Or you could also just have simple snapshots of the one tone and use it. One of the other things that I think is really cool is they did different things with the EQs. So they've got some stuff with parametric EQs on it. So they've got like the frowny face EQ or the scooped EQ or the smiley face EQ, some mid-forward stuff, low mid-forward, mid-pushed, these different things sounds that are in there, and they're really, really cool. And of course, they work great together. Like you've got Bad Gal 68 volt, and it's got a mid-forward sound. So here's like Bad Gal 68 sharp. This is an 84 signal chain, but it's sound Bad Gal 68 volt sharp. So that's what this sound. Now here's the Bad Gal 68 mid forward sound. So you hear the difference. Really cool. Here's a Bad Gal with upper mids. It's called Bad Gal 68 volt upper mids 2. So there's a 1 as well. So you can hear there's these different things happening with each of them. They're small differences, but they mean a whole lot when you put them in a mix, and they sound great. The one thing that I really love about the 82-84 collection, every sound is super usable. All the sounds are really awesome. I think it comes with over 60 tones that you can have in here. And the ones that say amp, like this one right here, those are made, that's going to sound really bad on its own, but they're made to be played through a cabinet. So, you're just going to play your guitar, and it's like a head without a cabinet. So that sounds terrible and fizzy because it's not going through an amp. That's a preamp and a power section that's just going direct. So the idea is if you put that through a 412 cab, it's going to go crazy. Live, a real 412 cab. But they give you some of everything. Even the Junior is another one that they have. And I'm not even sure what this is from, but I know that it's they were saying that the Clean Music Man that Eddie used for these two records, it's got a great sound. That's not super clean, but for Eddie Van Halen, that's pretty clean. It sounds really good. That's it. That's the Junior T 85 volt Room. So let me find, because the Room sound is going to have like this more ambience to it because the idea of it is to be like room mics. So let me find the Junior. Okay, here's a Junior on its own clean. That sounds really cool. And then like the Junior T85 raw. So that'll have a little bit of a different sound. That's a great sound. Like, it's just a super good sound. Even something like the high rank 68 volt sizzle. I'm thinking sizzle, I probably wouldn't want to use that. But listen to it. Sounds really good. Now, this 68 high rank 68 volt round LG, it's another great sound. It's a little bit darker. It just has a really cool sound to it. I mean, these tones are crazy good. That's just a great guitar tone. And that's from the 82 collection. 84 collection, 84 collection, oh, this is one of my favorites. The Good Times 73 volt left and right warm. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's the 82. Still, that's 82. Let me go to 84, one of my favorite 84s. Yeah, I already played that one, 68 mid forward. It makes you just want to keep playing it. You just want to keep playing and keep playing and keep playing, and it's a joy to play along with it, and it's a joy to record to. I can't wait to download these sounds into my TONEX pedals and to use them on some live gigs. They just work really, really, really well. Anybody that's looking for that, I wouldn't even just say the 80s rock tone, the West Coast, LA rocker sound. It's more than that, because the Van Halen sound became really ubiquitous and it just kind of went all over the world. It's just that pristine, beautiful, big, bold, bloomy rock and roll overdrive sound of the 80s. But it's one of those sounds that's just like, it works everywhere. And it layers really well. So if you're just doing something where you just need power chords and you need to kind of crunch up nice. It works. It just works. It's just a great sound. I can't wait to use this stuff to layer on some records. But so if you're looking for that sound, you're looking for that great Van Halen rock and roll tone. If you're looking for that West Coast rock and roll tone, if you just want a great emotional rock and roll guitar tone, if you really want that sound, you need to check out the Brown Sound 82-84 collection for TONEX from IK Multimedia. Go get yours today. Peace out.